Hello cuties, I welcome you once again to yet another interesting CRK class. For today's lesson, we will be talking more on the power of Jesus over natural forces. Remember we said natural forces are things created by God that we humans have no control over. Okay? Last week, we saw how Jesus demonstrated his power over natural forces by calming the storm. Now we will take a look at some other examples of natural forces in our environments. And we have the sun, the moon, the star, rain and cloud, thunder and lightning, the hill and the valley, and the snow. And this brings us to the topic for today. It is the story of how Jesus walked on the sea. Have you ever seen anyone walking on water? Well, Jesus did. Jesus had just fed about 5,000 people and he needed to pray. So, he told the disciple to go ahead of him to the other side of the sea. They went on a boat while Jesus sent the people away. Then Jesus went up the hill alone to pray. That night, the disciples began to have some problems in the middle of the sea. A strong wind arose and moved their boat about. They could not sail as expected. Very early the next morning, after praying, Jesus decided to meet up with his disciples. And lo and behold, he was walking on water. Can you see Jesus? The disciples saw him coming and thought it was a ghost. It is a ghost! They cried out in fear. But Jesus reassured them, saying, "Do not be afraid, it is I." Immediately, Peter answered, "Lord, if it is really you, command me to come to you." To this request, Jesus said, "Come." So Peter got out of the boat and started walking on water towards Jesus. But then he noticed the strong wind rising all around him and he was afraid. He began to sink. "Save me, Lord," he cried out. At once, Jesus grabbed his hand and pulled him up. "What little faith you have! Why did you doubt?" he said to Peter. Then they got into the boat and immediately the wind ceased. The other disciples were so amazed and worshiped Jesus, saying, "Truly, you are the Son of God." So kids, with this story, we just saw another dimension of the power of Jesus over natural forces. Jesus is the only one that has ever walked on water. Why is this so? Because he has supernatural power. Peter tried but did not have enough faith to carry him through. Now, the moral lesson we should learn from this story is that we should have absolute faith in Jesus and we should trust him to carry us through. Okay? Then we should not doubt. Okay. It has been awesome having you in this class today. But before we call it quits, let's have our usual brain teasers. Let's see how well we understood the topic for today. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. Why did Peter sink? Wow, you're doing great. Because he did not have enough faith. Who walked on water? Bravo! Jesus walked on water. Well, my adorables, this is where we draw the curtain for today's lesson. Don't forget the quiz in the quiz section. I'll see you in my next class. Bye.